Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Back with another update on the 1A Fantasy, and you guys can see I've got a few more things taken care of, including the suicide door. Got that built. The computer, this whole kind of cabinet and table area. Got that built. Over here we have the driver's side passenger door built with the computer in the back there. And something that I want to talk about in this video is the suicide door here for the gunner seat. Originally I had thought of, okay, I'll just do what I do with the other ones. I'll build it per the Lego instructions, change out, whatever pieces I had to get the striping in there. And that was going to be it. And I quickly found out that there's an issue with how Lego builds it compared to how I had to build it. And I'll show you guys here. So, this area right here is where that striping is. And you guys can see here it wouldn't be too hard to replace it because that's just bricks, but here is like a sideways built section, and you guys can see it's even got a tile on there for a flat surface, and little different build from the mock of how these doors are built here. And I was like, well shoot, I can't, this I can change, this I can't. And I kind of came up with an idea that I wish I would have done on these doors now, and I might actually go back and change these doors, rebuild them a little bit different. But I had to figure out how to get this door where I can get that striping all the way up where I need it to be. And it's a pretty simple solution, honestly. You look at this door, okay? You see what way it faces. Like to me right now, I open the door and the opening is on the right-hand side for me, just looking at it right now. Straight on. Well, I flip it around, and this door is the exact same thing. Opening on the right hand side there when I'm looking at it straight on. And other than a couple little changes, it's the exact same door. So all I had to do was just build two of these doors for the, essentially building it for the driver's side passenger door. Just build two of them. The only difference is that when I was building it, the whatever hinges would have originally been on a normal facing door over here, the build that was on that side, I had to, instead of having this be connected from where the door would normally open with the hinges on this side, I just had to swap that stuff over to the back side of the door here. So pretty simple solution. Just build two of the same door and it gets me exactly what I need. So I think I'm gonna go back and change that on these two versions, because I'd like the door, well, this one I might have to re-sticker a few things because I think I have some stickers on that door, but I think eventually I might change these. I don't know, I might not. I mean, they look fine, but I may or may not do that. But it is a really simple thing that I never even thought about. The first time I did the car was just to build two driver's side passenger doors and then just swap the hinges over. So that was a really easy fix. Got me the striping right where it needed to be, so that worked out really good. And making good progress. You guys can, like I said, you guys can see the little cabinets, and I do have these more detailed keyboards in here that actually have little symbols on them for letters and stuff. Those look a little bit nicer, a little bit more detailed. You guys can see my lower cover here. You know, it's not connected on the bottom, but it's connected on the top, and it does exactly what it needs to still. Sits in its position just fine, no issues. So that problem solved itself like I knew it would. The next thing I might try to work on is actually the gunner seat. I need to pull one of the seats out of the other cars and build it from that, because I used a combination of Lego's instructions and I made a ton of modifications, and depending what my clearance is right here, I might have to do some more changes to the chair. So I'm probably going to try to do that next, since the whole door thing is done. That was actually a pretty simple and quick thing. So but yeah, it's coming along, looking good so far. I'm pretty much just building from the mock now that I got that door done. Like I said, I'll probably tackle the gunner seat next, just because I do want to kind of figure some things out. Next in the mock instructions is actually the partition between the back and the driver's seat there, that partition that kind of builds up and over. That piece right there. I'll probably get that put in place and then worry about the seat, because I have to fit that down in there, and not having the seat in my way is pretty nice to deal with that. So yeah, I'll probably do that partition and then get to work on the gunner seat, see if I got to make any changes. I do have a little bit of wiggle room in the actual build of that seat, so if I need to shorten the top up a bit to clear this, I think I can. So hopefully that won't become an issue, and hopefully everything will fit. So, but I like how it's coming along. Everything's looking really good. Starting to finally get to see that mix of the 1A with the suicide door and the gunner seat coming out. So that's super cool. That's going to be awesome. So I'm really excited for that. I still might lower this piece here to where it's a little bit more cohesive with the rest of the floor. I just don't care much for like how this little section is raised, even though it's a graded floor, so it's kind of a different area. But I do have this little tile strip in the back here where I had to kind of build over that support that I have built for the actual slide. So a couple things might still change, but not as far as like tearing apart the entire car again to redo the whole floor, so I don't have to worry about that. And like I said in the last video, I'm really glad that I took the steps to remove that spring cylinder and just get my original floor back. That really helped me out a lot. All this stuff over here would have been a terrible nightmare to change all that. Everything would have had to be like a complete, like a brick shorter, basically, or like three plates shorter. So that would have been a pain in the butt to try to fix all that. So that was nice just to build that from the mock. Something that I changed from the mock that I changed on the original 1A that I built is the cable for the computer. You guys can see I'm using one of those, the shorter cable connector that Lego kind of has. The whips that the mock has you use are just too stiff and they stick out too much. And I actually found the whip to be a not bending and not really sitting up in the areas, and it was holding the door from closing all the way once you get the detail clicked into place there. It was just too much. And much like on the packs, I actually have that stuff out right now because I do have this card down for reference, so I can kind of look at a few things and see what I've done. But just like on the packs, you guys can see I used those. I kind of used those cables for the lines on the packs just because everything fits a little bit nicer. I can tuck them into spots. And you guys can see I've used them in other places. I love those little cable pieces. They are super nice. I bought a ton of them when I first bought them because I knew I was going to use them. So luckily I have plenty of them. But yeah, it's been fun trying to figure out a couple new things and remembering some old stuff. I have had to reference back to this car quite a bit just for some details that I know I changed, because I have changed a lot of little small things from the original mock on this. And if you guys saw not too terribly long ago when I kind of went back and fixed up a few things on this car, some of the stuff that I changed, like the roof, I completely redid the whole roof per the original Ecto-1 mock, so actually per the roof of this one here. And then I didn't care much for how the roof was built different, especially in the front. It was built way different, and the roof just didn't really flow with the rest of them. So I made sure all of them have the same roof build, so we'll do the same on there. Something that I will be doing on the new Ecto-1A and this Ecto-1A is taking off these rail pieces and just making that a flat surface. It should really just be a flat surface, shouldn't have these rails stick out. Plus, these are hopefully going to help me put the ladder on when I go to reattach the ladder on this side. I will have to see if I have to. I don't think I have to move the hoses, but I think I'll have to maybe change some stuff in this area to get the ladder in that area, because I know it's kind of a tight relationship in there with the door, like on the two newer versions. So, but we'll get there. Like I said, just can't really talk about these issues. You just kind of have to build them out, and end up getting what you need. You guys can see we have a little bit more detail in the front now. We have the gas and brake pedal. Steering wheel is functional. Some of the shifter on the column is in, so all that stuff's done. So yeah, I'm going to tackle that partition next, and then we'll work on the gunner seat. And once I get the gunner seat built and get a few more things figured out in here, I'll probably bring you back for another update. Try to keep the updates a little more frequent on this car, just that way you guys can see all of what goes into modifying a mock and kind of doing your own thing with it. It's pretty fun. It's nice to have Lynn's mocks as a really nice base. Like I said, I've said this in the past, Lynn's mocks are amazing mocks. Just straight built, if you're not super picky like me, they're amazing mocks. I strongly suggest, if you're into the Ectos and you have the money and you have the time to order the parts and get everything you need for the mock, it's well worth it in my opinion. Lynn's mocks are free, so it doesn't even, if you just so happen to have all the parts, you can build that car for free. But it's for me, it's a fantastic base to enhance even more. So really love that Lynn's created these mocks and gave us a chance to really have some fun with them. So that's it for this update, guys. We got the door figured out. Just a few more things to kind of hammer out in this area, and then it's pretty much just after I get the seat figured out and a couple other little things, it's just going to be standard mock build. I just have to pay attention to where I made changes, make those changes, and the car will be done. So still quite a bit yet, though. I mean, you guys can see still a lot of work left, but we're getting there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the update, and until next time, take care.